Hello guys, back again with me UdaMinangGaming, or you can call me UMG. And finally it's here, F1 22 is finally released, but I'm still using the trial version because I don't want to buy the full version. I'm still waiting for the car setup for all the track because the car is new. We are entering the new era. So if you already watched my video previously, I spoke in Indonesian, but starting from now I will speak in English, so please be understand with my broken English. And I will try to upload lots of F1 22 content, especially in online racing, because I am playing in online racing league. And for my first F1 22 race, I will play in Bahrain using Red Bull and of course using Max Verstappen. So here is my first qualifying in one shot qualifying. So my first impression of 2022 car is the handling is way better than previous game, because well, yeah, I use some people's setup for my reference for my car, but yeah, especially in this corner in previous game I always got understeer, but now the handling is way lighter than previous games, so the car is more responsive. So there is a little adaptation, but you have to adapt with the traction of corner because the car is really oversteer. Where if you push the throttle too much when off the corner, so you have to be cautious with the traction. And yeah, this is my first qualifying in F1 22, and at the top left I am in P8 currently, and I will start in P8. Yeah, so not bad actually for my first ever race in F1 22. This is my first time ever playing this game. So this is the starting grid. Sainz, Leclerc, Hamilton in P3 sounds unrealistic. Perez, Russell, Alonso, Ocon, me as Verstappen, Tsunoda, Gasly, Bottas, Norris, Magnussen, Schumacher, Ricciardo, Vettel, Albon, Guan Yu, Stroll, and Latifi.
Welcome to the Bahrain International Circuit, and any moment now our drivers will take to the track and the Bahrain Grand Prix can begin. We'll be racing around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit today. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left down into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. An immense lap from Carlos Sainz yesterday puts him in pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Perez, George Russell, and Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Verstappen, Tsunoda, and Pierre Gasly, Bottas, Norris, Kevin Magnussen, and Mick Schumacher, Ricciardo, Vettel, Alex Albon, and Guan Yu Zhou, Stroll, and Nicholas Latifi. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, we are going to start the race, our first ever race in Bahrain in F1 22. And we are going to start with the soft tire, and in lap 6 we will change to medium compound tires, and of course we have to decrease the fuel so the car is a bit lighter. And yeah, so this is our first ever race in F1 22, and our start is really bad because I'm still learning how this car of course. And yeah, we got overtaken by 2 cars, but we are trying to gain our position back, but after 3 corners, 2 corners, I'm sorry, we are in P10 after starting P8, and we are doing dive bomb on Tsunoda, and we gain 1 place to P9. We are still trying to get back to our starting grid place, and then we use another dive bomb on Gasly, so we are back in P8. So and then as you can see, after I overtook Gasly, I am almost lost the car. So as I said before, you have to adapt with the traction because it's very different than previous game. And yeah, a bit understeer in here, but we're still catching Ocon and Alonso duo Alpine in front of us. And you can see again, I almost lost the car because I pushed too much throttle. So I watched another video, and I suggest that when you off the corner and traction, you have to immediately gear up, so the car won't spin too much on the rear tire, so you won't spin. And yeah, we are now in 3rd lap. The DRS is on, so we are still behind Ocon in P8, and we're still trying to catch him. But this is what I miss in F1 22, because the voice of our radio is different.
We're approaching the pit window, and you're going to be on mediums. Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Goodbye, Jeff. Goodbye, our long-time team radio. So there's no Jeff anymore in F1 22. Will be replaced with a new guy, new people in team radio. So we are changing our strategy from pitting in lap 6, and now we are pitting in lap 8. So in lap 5, I am still trying to catch Ocon, but I don't want to use the ERS because we use a lot of ERS in the first 5 laps, so I need to save my ERS. But we are getting closer, and Ocon to Alonso is off the DRS range, so I will try to get him closer, use DRS, and then overtake him so we can move up to P7. And almost hit Ocon, just a little distance with him, but we have to be patient so we can finish the race clean. Well, not so clean actually. And we again, I'm not using my ERS. I still want to save it so I can use it on the main straight on the first DRS. And we are getting way closer to Ocon, and Ocon almost lost his car, but he still can manage it. And yeah, in again we there's, and Ocon makes a mistake. So that was my first ever witnessing AI made an error. So yeah, the AI in F1 22 is aggressive, but they tend to make mistake more. so I think it's more a bit realistic than before. And Alonso coming to pit with Hamilton and Sainz, so we move 3 places up to P4, and we will going to pit in the next lap. So at the end of lap 7, in front of us, Russell, Perez, and Leclerc are going to pit. So now we are P1, but if you see on the right side, the pit window information is wrongly placed. So I think EA must update so it can place higher than our higher, so it doesn't replace behind our MFDs. And this is this is the new feature on F1 22. So in pit you have to turn the car, because I don't know how it works, so I'm late turning the car, and therefore the pit time is a bit delayed to 3.3 seconds. And because after pit my tire is still cold, I lost my car, got understeer, and then overtaken by Russell, who used hard tire. Why is he use hard tire? It's only 14 laps. But we will use the disadvantage of the hard tire, and we getting closer and closer to Russell. And we use DRS. Lando Norris coming to the pit, and we still we hold our ears, but our teammate Perez is trying to overtake us, and we are going to defensive mode, and we still are holding our place. We got almost overtaken by Perez, and thankfully we still on DRS range with Russell, so getting closer, and Russell almost lost his car. So as I said before, I think the AI is a bit realistic, more realistic, not a bit, more realistic than F1 21, and we using DRS to overtake Russell, and just a bit touch with Russell, but we don't want to overtake him there because we want to overtake in the main straight, because I think in Bahrain the main straight is the best overtake place, because you have DRS and ERS, and those two are very, very powerful in F1. So yeah, using DRS and ERS, and we will overtake Russell. He's going defensive mode, and we use the outside line, and finally we are going up to P4, but unfortunately Perez can overtake him, and not much going on after I overtake Russell, but we made fastest lap, but in the last lap Charles Leclerc took the fastest lap and he won the race. So we are finished in P4 on our first race in F1 22. Wow, it was a very, very great experience. So I can't wait to race in another track, but again I still waiting for the setup, and this is the new presentation for podium. It's pretty cool actually. Yeah, hopefully on the next video we can get in the podium. So here is the result of the race: Leclerc, Sainz, Hamilton, me in P4 from P8, and then Perez, Russell, Alonso, Ocon, Gasly, and Bottas in top 10. And that's it for my first video F1 22. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you can get the notification when I upload the new video. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video. Bye!